Dear Maddie, I slept in the park last night. It really wasn't that bad. It was kind of nice, actually. I just laid down on a bench and I put my hat over my face. That coat you gave me last Christmas kept me warm. I guess now you can't say I never wear it. Surprisingly, I was alone for most of the time, but there were some animals and critters running around. I kept getting myself worked up over nothing, as usual, but I think I could get used to this, though. This kind of lifestyle. Being homeless is really not that terrible. I know the thought of it horrifies you. It horrified me at first too, but I'm warming up to the idea of it now. Why do I need to live like everyone else? Why do I need to get a job, get a house, pay the bills? What's the point? Are those people really living more than I am? From now on, I'm a wanderer. I'm not going to stay in one place for more than a day. I'll be constantly on the move, and we'll just have to see what comes of that. I just wish I knew where I was. I knew I should have gotten one of those GPS phones. After that night, I withdrew all the money from my bank account and hopped on a train. I stayed on it for about 4 or 5 hours. I got off and I just walked. I walked until my legs felt like they would fall off, and I ended up here in this park. It's actually more like a forest. It's far bigger and nicer than anything we have back home, really. Anyway, I should probably keep moving now that it's morning. I hope you and James are doing all right. You really are the most important person in my life right now. Love, Benji.
They want to interview me again.
Why?
I guess they weren't satisfied the first time.
I hate to say it, but they may want to talk to you a few more times.
I really wish they wouldn't.
I know, honey, but they're just doing their job.
You know, I really wish you would take my side for once.
There are no sides, okay? It's an unfortunate situation, and there's no easy way to handle it.
An unfortunate situation. Really, James, my brother is out there in the freezing cold, probably starving to death, and there's nothing that I can do about it.
I understand that. I do. Here, have a seat. What are you on your back? You look tense.
I'm so sorry. I know. I'm just so angry about this. I feel like I want to kill him, but then the other half of me just wants him home, wants him safe. I want to talk to him.
It's okay. You keep your phone by you all the time, don't you? He'll call when he's able to. He's a good kid. He knows how worried he's making you.
If he was a good kid, this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
He screwed up. Okay, that's an understatement.
He screwed up a lot, but I never thought he'd screw up this badly.
I sure as hell didn't either.
He's 19 now. He's an adult.
He's still in college.
We're going to treat him as an adult.
I really wish they wouldn't. Life is so different in college. You still feel like a kid. You can still bend the rules around you.
If you're Benji, you can take rule bending to a whole new level.
Well, we weren't such angels ourselves when we were in college.
What do you mean?
Remember what we did on the roof of the library that one night?
Hun, we were never good kids.
Oh, that's for sure.
I liked things back then though. Things were so much more simpler, more carefree.
Too bad we had to go off and become hardworking adults.
We're not that hardworking. You haven't even started your article yet, have you?
Busted.
That's alright. I haven't finished grading any papers either.
Just give them all C's. Most of them probably copied it off of Wikipedia anyway.
True. But I'll have a bunch of parents on my ass if I did that.
Oh, I'm glad we were never like that with Benjamin. I was always thrilled when you brought him to see.
Rather pathetic, growing up with two English majors and all.
He really was quite a talented writer, though. I guess he has you to thank for that.
Yeah.
He was just unmotivated. I suppose he has me to thank for that.
This is the paper.
Yeah.
Is he in it?
He made the front page.
Oh, God.
I hate that journalist. He's a horrible writer. Please don't read it.
Benjamin's life was never easy. His parents were tragically killed in a car accident when he was 13, and he was sent to live with his estranged older sister. Benjamin barely made it out of high school. What? Who do they think they are? He made it to college.
I know.
And how am I estranged? Yeah, okay, we lived far away from each other, but we had phone calls. We talked.
The idiot doesn't know what he's talking about.
James, look at this picture. This looks like a thug or something. This isn't Benji at all.
Like I said, he's a bad journalist. It's amazing who they'll hire there now.
I am just so sick of this. I don't know what they want from me.
People don't realize you're a victim in this too. They talk about it without any consideration of what you're going through, of what we're both going through. We're just names on a page.
I don't want to be a victim. I don't want to be anything. I just want to be left alone. Why do they think that I have all the answers?
Well, you do know Benjamin better than anyone else.
Not anymore. I don't understand him at all.
You only need to tell the detectives what you know then. If they don't like that, who
I
cares?
was up half the night trying to figure out where he could possibly be.
Any ideas?
Maybe. He always talked about Vancouver, Canada. We went on a trip once, shortly after you and I met, actually. He was 8 or 9, and I was in the middle of college, and Mom and Dad took us to Vancouver.
Oh, right. I remember when you went on that trip. You seemed to really enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I did. It was really the only trip we ever took, the 4 of us. We all got along well, shockingly. It's just weird that he would remember it being so young and all, but I guess it's more of like the memories associated with it.
Makes sense. Benjamin probably has a lot less memories of his parents than you do, considering he was so young when it happened. I do remember him talking about Canada, though, now that you mention it. Is that why he applied to that college up there?
Yeah, that's why. God, I really wish we would have been able to afford it. Maybe none of this would have happened. Maybe he really would have been happy.
It's hard to make assumptions like that. I think he was pretty happy down here.
Well, anyway, it's all pretty vague. Not too much to go on. He could be anywhere.
It's a start.
Yes, but see, these are the things that I don't want to tell the detective. So the less I tell him, the less guilty I feel.
Why do you feel guilty?
I'm just a hindrance on their investigation. We all know that Benjamin needs to be found, but I don't want them to be the one to find him.
Well, it's just an assumption. You only have to tell them the facts. You're not doing anything wrong.
Okay, well, what did you tell them?
I really didn't have much to tell him. I said that I had known him for 10 years, that I'd helped you raise him. We played basketball, I helped with his homework, normal stuff.
Oh, great. So at least you know we had a fatherly figure, so it wasn't only his estranged sister raising him.
Madison, you know how much you meant to him, don't you? You've always been his world.
I was all he had.
And you guys needed each other.
I just wish he would call me or write me, even anything would help.
I'm sure he wants to, but you can imagine what's holding him back.
I know.
I think we should get away from all this.
What if we know this detective wants to keep chatting with us?
When's your next meeting with him?
Monday?
Okay then, after Monday it's vacation time.
Vacation? Where are we going to go?
Where would Benjamin want to go?
Canada?
Then let's go to Canada.
James, we can't just go to Canada.
I don't see why not. You had a pretty great time in Vancouver too, right?
What are you getting at?
You want to find him, don't you?
Of course I do.
Then let's just drive. I'm not saying we should look for him. I mean, we should, but that might not even be possible. Like you said, he could be anywhere. I just think you need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. And I've always wanted to see Canada. None of these people would be bothering you there.
Can we do that?
I don't see why not. I'm sure you could get a week off for psychological distress. And, well, I can work from anywhere. Let's do something crazy for once.
And we leave on Tuesday after I meet with the detective.
Sure, let's leave on Tuesday.
Okay. What if he wants to call me again? What if he wants to talk to me?
Tell him to wait a week or two.
Well, I guess it would be good for me to get out of this town, clear my mind or something.
It would give you something to look forward to, maybe a reason to be happy.
Maybe.
I hate seeing like this.
I hate being like this.
Things will get better, I know they will.